When our 10th wedding anniversary arrived, I wanted it to be perfect. I had planned a quiet dinner at a romantic restaurant where we had first met. And everything was set, the candles, the music, even her favorite wine. She looked stunning in the red dress she hadn't worn in years. I felt lucky, proud, and certain that nothing could ruin the night. But then it happened. After dinner, a live band started playing. I excused myself for a few minutes to take a phone call outside. When I returned, I saw her on the dance floor, in the arms of another man. He held her close, his hand resting a little too comfortably on her waist. She was smiling, laughing even, the same way she used to with me. Something inside me snapped. I didn't wait to understand. I turned around and walked out. I didn't answer her calls or texts for 2 days. I stayed at a hotel, too angry and too hurt to think clearly. My mind spun in circles. How could she betray me, especially on our anniversary? I thought of every argument we had. Every time I thought she'd seemed distant lately, it all felt like signs I had ignored. I convinced myself she had moved on. On the 3rd day, I finally agreed to meet her. She looked tired, worried, and confused. I expected her to confess or maybe even apologize. But instead, she burst into tears. That man she had danced with? He was her cousin and someone I had never met because he had lived abroad for most of his life. He had surprised her that night, showed up at the restaurant after seeing our anniversary post online, and asked for a quick dance for old time's sake. I felt like the biggest fool alive. She had done nothing wrong, and I had let my insecurities control me. She didn't yell, she didn't even get angry. She just said, "I wish you had asked me first before assuming the worst." That hit harder than any accusation. Trust wasn't something you demanded. It was something you gave. And I had failed her in that moment. It took time to fix what I had broken with my silence and mistrust. I apologized, not just once, but in every way I could. Through words, actions, and the quiet commitment to never let doubt win over love again. She forgave me, but it reminded me that even the strongest relationships can be shaken if communication is lost. Now, every time I think of that night, I don't remember betrayal. I remember a lesson. Love survives not because it's perfect, but because we choose to understand before we choose to leave.